Hey folks, it is Thursday, August 1st. The time right now is 6:53 p.m. and the temperature is 29 degrees Celsius. And I'm here standing in Malaby Park, at least I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is the intersection of St. Philip's Road and Weston Road as a GO train races by in the background. And just off in that direction is a staircase. That'll lead me down to the Humber River Recreational Trail. And I've got with me here the moving, folding mini e-bike. And in case you couldn't have guessed it, in a moment, I'll be taking the bike over to the staircase and then heading down, and we'll be riding south down the Humber River Trail all the way to the lake and the Humber Bay Arch Bridge. And I think that'll be about 14 kilometers or so in total. So let me get my camera rigged up here. I've got my chest mount for the DJI Pocket 3, and I'm going to try to record this one in stereo. I've got two different Rode Wireless Pros on each side, so hopefully that works out. All right, let me get set up here and we'll get moving. All right, I think we are recording. There's a 59 Maple Leaf bus that'll be making its way to Eglinton West Station. I'll readjust the camera angle in case it's off once. At the bottom of the stairwell here, I do believe I'm going to have to hop off. And walk my bike down it. I think the trail in total is a little over 60 kilometers. But like I said, we're just doing the last portion. And it's been a very hot day today. Just like yesterday, it was north of 30 degrees. So I thought I would come out when it was a little bit cooler. And this seemed like an appropriate video to be making. It's going to take me quite a ways away from home. I had to ride about 40 to 45 minutes out here, and it was kind of hairy. There's virtually zero bike infrastructure in this part of town. This is the town of Weston. I guess just the neighborhood of Weston, you would call it these days. All right, we are on the trail, so let me see if I need to adjust the camera angle here. All right, I think this is gonna work. Looks okay to me. Let me put my phone away. Let me just make sure the camera's still rolling. This is an e-bike. I'm going to keep it in the lowest pedal assist mode for most of this one. That's just one. I rode over here on pedal assist 1 for the most part. I bumped it up a few times when I hit some big hills. You can kind of hear the motor kicking in. Oh, we got a rabbit. See if we can get some views of the river. And the sun is coming down directly behind me. It's quite serene. I'm sure I'm ruining this by talking through it. Actually, let's just turn pedal assist completely off. I've recorded this route exactly once on the channel. I did that, I think, on Canada Day in 2022. And parts of this trail have been closed off and on over the past few years. It was recently closed to the north of here, up around Finch, requiring some detours. Try to take in some views every now and then. And I did that last ride on a fat tire bike. This one's quite the opposite. There's no suspension. I'm feeling every bump. I think that might be my water bottle being a bit creaky. I apologize for that. This is the perfect time of day to go for this ride. It's a nice gentle breeze. Go nice and slow through here. It's a playground, a lot of kids out. And not too long ago, the trail was closed around the old mill, I think for water main construction. We'll have to see if that's still the case. I did no research ahead of time. I just took a chance and came out here, and I figured if parts of it were closed, I would just improvise. Someone with a camera on a tripod. So the Humber River divides the old city of Toronto and the former city of Etobicoke. Everything amalgamated together back in 1998. All right, let's figure this out. I think at one point this is going to spit us out onto Scarlet Road. This might be Lawrence Avenue here. We'll be going past Lawrence and Eglinton, Dundas and Bloor. And just south of the old mill, there'll be a stretch where it kicks us out and we'll have to take some local streets. I think the speed limit through here is 20. I'm going about 15. Sidewalk closed. And the smell of barbecue is in the air. I'm tempted. Looks like it's probably dry. Let's see how long this stretch keeps up with, where I can't. Ride on it. This is not an off-roading bike. Oh, there's people walking on it. This is fine. It's not wet or anything. There's people riding on it. Oh, we could have caught that. He stood there instead of moving off the bat. And let it drop before his feet. A flock of geese. I believe I want to go this way, so we're going to cross over. To the west side of the river. Hopefully the camera's just not focusing on the bars. Unfortunately, the Don River Trail on the other side is closed for a large section right now. And I believe the Martin Goodman Trail along Lakeshore East is still closed. So that's the river just on the left. Water's quite still. There's a bunch of geese. Bastards. That knocking you hear, the water bottle cage, it was not doing that on my way down. Oh, I think this is what I wanted to come check out. Potential thumbnail moment. Absolutely beautiful. Little man-made glory mixing in with nature. Bit of an uphill here. And I think there's a bridge just up here that'll take us back to the other side of the river. Or not. You can hear the motor kicking in as I'm cheating. I think that girl started walking her e-scooter, maybe to conserve battery. It's kind of night where you want to keep your mouth closed. Otherwise some bugs are gonna wiggle their way in there. That bridge I was thinking is further down ahead, of course. So this should be Eglinton coming up. You'll often hear people say Eglinton, but there is no G in the middle of it. I do not like it when people walk against the flow of traffic. Because what if someone came up on their right, flying around that corner? Now I've got to split the middle of them. I know there's people that'll say it's safer, but I fully disagree with that. I believe this is a Ukrainian monument on the left. failure of design here. Should not be sidewalk riding. Ooh. So this is Eglinton and Scarlet. Wait. And there is a trail that runs parallel to Eglinton on this stretch that you can ride on. That's quite nice. Eventually, when the crosstown gets completed, I think all or most of Eglinton will be linked up across the entire city pretty much. The bike lanes through Midtown are really just a half-assed patchwork at the moment. How you handle a red light. If I stop, just go right through it. This is the Pan Am Path. I wonder if it was named that after the Pan Am Games. We're gonna join back up with the river as bugs fly off my face. And good thing I'm wearing sunglasses. They are just pouncing off of it. See if this person's wearing eyewear. Wisely they were. I think I just tasted a few bugs slipping down my throat. A little heads up that I'm coming. Okay, where are we? Some tennis courts. Hopefully this little dog's not on a leash.
Emily doesn't do that, sorry.
No worries.
You were one of those Speedos.
No, gotta be safe. Have a good night. Guess I look like one of those Speedos. Can't get mad at that. Just a lady walking her dog. So we can get a view of the river. Ooh, it looks like there's like a loon? What do you call that white thing? Yeah, they're not hiring me to narrate the next Planet Earth. Sir David Attenborough has requested Johnny Strides to do the voiceover for Planet Earth. Still got pedal assist on. Let me flip that off. Now let me turn pedal assist back on. I saw that someone, I think it was Arc'teryx, invented a pair of pants that helps you hike. It kind of like assists your steps. Which is kind of crazy. You think e-bikes are cheating. These things literally walk for you. I think they're over $4,000 or something crazy. I remember commenting on this last time I went through here, but there's a pedestrian trail to the right. And this is a multi-use trail. I think whenever you have parallel trails, the multi-use trail should be a bike lane. Well, I think that can't be Scarlet Woods Golf Club. That's a different golf course. It's got to be. I think we're too far south. Or maybe not. What does Google Maps say? That's the Lambton Golf and Country Club. Sounds pretty snooty. Scarlet Woods is a shorter City of Toronto owned public course. Thank you. I gotta go slow through here. Well, it's not my water bottle making that noise, it just took it out of the cage. Not very busy. I imagine there'd be more people on this trail if this were a weekend. I don't think it was very busy on that Canada Day ride I did. I think I did that one around 4 p.m. And I've still got a full battery meter. I think I've done about 20 kilometers since I left my home. This is going to test the low light abilities of this camera. It's pretty dark through here. Got a very narrow bridge. All the walks, I didn't think this one would be picking up a copyright. A lot of people posing up there. So look south. I think we're gonna get a train rolling by overhead. Freight train, it looks like. Pretty stunning area. As much as he might be enjoying himself, I do believe that is quite obnoxious. So I believe, no, I'm not sure what train line that is, actually. I I think that's connected to the Midtown CP rail line. I'm sure someone's already typing in their comment down below. We're going to be nearing the old mill pretty soon. There's going to be a bit of a detour at street level again. Going 18 kilometers per hour. Thank you. I just have to turn my headlamp on for this. Gonna do a little jog at street level here. If you go left and then right. And this will dive us back onto the trail. We'll exit to the left. So we're on the east side of the Humber. Ooh, look at this. Maybe this is that thumbnail. Let me just shamelessly get out and take a picture. Still Bug City. I remember this part. It's a very windy trail. Going straight north-south is significantly quicker. This is why I hate people walking on the other side. Or I hate it when people, I don't hate those people. But I do dislike their method of walking. And I think the last time I did this ride, I thought I was almost at the old mill when I was not. Just basing that on like how long it's felt. You don't get too many visual cues down here. And I don't ride here ever, really. Time is it? It is 7:40. I set a live stream to start around 8, but I didn't make it go public. Might bump that to 8:15. Been kind of taking my sweet time. Alas, the old mill straight ahead. It's back in the 50s, this area flooded over when Hurricane Hazel hit. See if there's still a ton of construction up ahead. Riding over a lot of goose shit. It's quite scenic. And we're gonna ride over that bridge in a moment. It's good to see this area mostly back open. So if I wanted to, I could end this one here and just take Bloor Street back over to Yonge and then shoot up home. Cheryl is leading us left here. Speed limit 20. Aye, aye, Captain. There's a subway train going eastbound on line 2 out of the old mill station. I'm just going to leave the pedal assist on the rest of the ways. Get moving, bike. Still says I have a full battery. Yeah, lousy place to get a flat. Got my peg or speed pegged pretty much to 20. It's quite lazy of me to have pedal assist on as it's downhill most of the way. This part of the city tends to slope down towards the lake.
Okay, that's awesome.
This is certainly the least scenic part of this trail. Just riding along a bunch of not very well maintained roads. But we're going to get kicked out onto some local streets. Then I'll have to reconnect to the south end of the trail. I think that's the river itself way off to the left. Let's get this pedal assist going. Kingsmill Park. Riverwood Parkway. This is a nice change of scenery. Look at that dog. He's auditioning to be in the circus. It's a part of the city I don't show on the channel too often. I'll just follow these bicycle arrows here. This says turn right onto Stephen Drive. And then at some point in a few blocks, I'm going to have to cross the street and go left. And that will be the home stretch of this journey. Guy didn't flinch at that stop sign, that cyclist. Gotta treat them as yield signs at least. It's one way to end up as a pancake. And you can see the towers ahead. The Humber Bay shores. Mimico Creek and the Humber River empty out into the lake just up ahead. And I want to go left here. We could go straight, but so take us onto the South Humber Park part of the trail. I don't blame her for walking up. I believe he was on a 9-bot. One thing I love about this bike is I never use the throttle, I just pedal. And this looks very 1960s. What does that say? The South Humber Park Pavilion at 1959. Close, but no cigar. I wonder if millennials and Gen Z say that. We'll follow this guy to the promised land. Take us there, random stranger. Straight ahead is the Palace Pier. That was originally the only big condo in this area. I think in the early 90s, or at some point in the 90s, they built the Palace Place, kind of a twin building to it. It looks a little different, but that's just on the left of it. And where the old motel strip is off to the right, which is to the west. A whole bunch of condos have sprouted up. Do not want to be flying through here. Just a rail corridor going underneath. This is Humber River Recreational Trail. Straight. I believe this is what it means by straight. I think it actually means left. It's kind of cool under here. There's our destination, the Humber Bay Arch Bridge, rather iconic site throughout these parts, dating back to, I believe, 1994. Okay, 7:54, so if I really wanted, I could do that live stream at 8, but maybe we'll just do it at 8:15. Get an amazing view of the skyline from this part right here. People ripping on a sea-doo. I am so glad I decided to make this trip. Famous last words. Thank you. And it still says full battery. I shit you not. This is a bicycle-friendly community.
Here.
I'm gonna turn the bike motor off. Put the camera off the bike, or off my chest mount. Nobody wants to see that. And there we go. I hope you enjoyed this one, riding south down the Humber River Trail, starting up in Weston. There's a look at the bike. Do let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. And there's a link to the bike down in the description. Holy cow, this video is an hour. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.